What's up, what's up? Hello! Today I am talking to you from Sicily and I'm so excited. Jake and I recently moved out here. We're in the southeastern part of it. We thought, we're working on computers anyway. Why be stuck in a city that's all closed off? And we decided to relocate here in Sicily. Little side note before we dive into the content and all the tips that I have to offer about visiting Sicily is that all the places that you'll see in this video have been linked below in the description. So don't worry about that, just sit back and relax. And the first stop is Taormina. Taormina is my favorite town of all of Sicily. And that's simply because it's incredibly beautiful. It's built on the cliffside and it's the perfect place to come for a day trip or to make it as your base to explore the region for the next 2-3 days. There's tons of activities to do, including kayaking, snorkeling tours. You can visit the little island that is just off the coast of the main beach that is called Isola. It's a beautiful place to watch sunrises and sunsets, and overall it's a really fun town. There's tons of delicious restaurants to try out and to get immersed in the Sicilian atmosphere. Another thing we tried out is paragliding. It's actually a hotspot for paragliding and it was just 10 minutes away from Taormina, and I had a wonderful flight. Next up is Favignana. Favignana is one of the Egadi Island. It's in the south of Sicily, just off of the town of Trapani, and it's really easily reached by boat. And let me tell you, the color of the water here is absolutely mesmerizing. It's pretty much like being in the Caribbean, except you're in the middle of the Mediterranean. There's tons to do here, but it's really fun to just lay back and explore all the little different coves that there are around the island. It's not a huge island, so you can rent either a bike or a scooter and get around pretty easily. Another thing to try here is the tuna and the seafood. Favignana is really famous for its seafood because it used to be a fishing island. We are here today in Sicily, in the northeastern part of the island, and we're visiting the natural reserve of Zingaro. So we've entered from the north side, which is starting from San Vito lo Capo. We've just gotten on this little path and we're gonna go down to a little beach area that's just at the bottom here. And for the entry, it was €5 each. So we're both adults, non-Italian, so we both had to pay 5, which is a total of 10, which is a very fair price for a national park. And yeah, check out the beach here. We've got some really desert island vibes going on. The whole beach is ours. Alright, so by now you might have understood that I was super excited to be alone on this beach. But apart from that, Zingaro is a beautiful, beautiful place to go hiking for a day trip. You can even come back on 2 different occasions to visit the full park. There's moderate hikes, there's harder tracks, so it's really a fun place to spend the day. Monte Monaco is a bit of a secret. It's another hike. I really just enjoy being outdoors and hiking, so I'm really recommending this one. This one is located in San Vito lo Capo, which is in itself a really fun town that you should visit. And this hike is intense, so I really do advise to wear some good shoes to hike here, but the views are just incredibly rewarding. And no one really knows about this hike, so it's usually very uncrowded. Agrigento. Jake and I only spent 2 days here, so I can't tell you exactly about everything you should visit, but the Valley of the Temple is really worth the walk. Those temples are beautiful and steeped in the history of the Roman and the Greeks, and makes for a really good cultural outing while in Sicily. And I mean, the setting is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. It's located in this olive groves, and it's actually close to the famous place that's called Scala Dei Turchi. Although you cannot climb on Scala Dei Turchi anymore, it's still a nice place to come and enjoy sunset from afar. Another tip is to go sailing. Sicily is the perfect place to go sailing because it's quite a windy place in general, and also the waters are just beautiful, and there's so many islands around. So we decided to go sailing in Favignana, and we didn't regret it. It was one of the best experiences of our entire trip. Sailing is also a great option because it's very sustainable, especially if your captain is committed to using as much wind energy as possible. And ours was wonderful. If you'd like his contact, please definitely send me a message and I'll be happy to share. Who doesn't love a good sunrise or sunset? And I mean, they are just gorgeous here in Sicily. Think of the Greek islands if you've ever been there. They're really comparable to that. The light is just so golden and the sun sets for a really long time over the ocean. So if you do have the time and if that's something you're interested in, I really suggest getting up early in the morning to watch the sunrise and going to bed a bit later at night to enjoy the sunset, because it does have a very particular glow, especially if you're a photographer or into video and content creation. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any questions or wondering where specific places are that we filmed at, well, it's all linked in the description below, and I've written a couple guides on how to slow travel Sicily on my blog greenwanderlust.org, so it's also in the description. Feel free to check it out and ask me any questions. Thanks for watching.